And so, thank you. This is the Wednesday, May 10th, township, and we'll start with, calling the meeting to order and a pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
Thank you. And we'll start with, thank you, sir. We'll start with in-person public comment.
We missed roll call.
Sorry. That is too fast. Thank you. Trustee Page. We'll start with roll call.
Okay, trustee Geist,
Here.
trustee McGovern. Trustee Page,
Here.
trustee Robinson.
Here.
Supervisor Hewitt,
Here.
Highway Commissioner Young,
Here.
Assessor Trowbridge. I cannot hear you. Assessor Trowbridge, are you there?
Here.
Thank
Yes.
you. Sorry about that. Is the attorney Wasaki there?
I am. I am in
Oh,
my
you're
car,
in
so I'm gonna
mine.
put it on mute so you don't hear things.
I apologize.
here.
I see you. And then if I could remind everyone who's in the audience, if you wouldn't mind signing in, so I can grab those as well. Okay? Thanks.
Thank you, Clerk Polowitz. Okay, then we'll go with in-person public comment to begin with. Okay, Claire Goldenberg.
Hi, Claire Goldenberg from Lisle. Just a couple of observations. Actions always speak louder than words. The township professes to be on the forefront of green initiatives. Yeah, when we come in here for these meetings, the public sees no evidence of this. No recycle bins, no signage, nothing touting any programs that the people of the township actually participate in. For example, does the food pantry, that's okay. What does the food pantry do to help promote any green initiatives that the township may have? What about the transportation program that the supervisor is ramming through with unqualified drivers and no vehicle? Will the vehicle be electric, hybrid, or just another gas guzzling environmental hazard? I have been told that there is no anti-Semitism on the part of the supervisor. However, each month I am hopeful that on the calendar, along with every other holiday or a day of observance being highlighted on the township calendar, the Jewish ones might be mentioned, yet never. How are the Jews of Lisle Township supposed to interpret this slight? Today, the board is going to review a whole slate of rules that they are supposed to adhere to. What prompted the supervisor to create such a detailed how-to manual? Was it a result of the letter she received from the state's attorney after she barred public comment at the public hearing on the budget in January? Seems preventing public comment or moving public comment is not something that is done by governments looking to be above scrutiny. Okay, some housekeeping. What happened with the background checks and QuickBook usage question? It was raised in a meeting last month that anyone with access to QuickBooks would have had to be cleared with a background check. However, there seems to be holes in your systems of checks and balances. Not too shocking coming from this administration. I FOIA'd the records and learned that Bernadette Adler never had a background check, yet she was in QuickBooks while employed here almost every day. Now I have to wonder how many others have slipped through the crack in that system. I didn't bet that, so I'm not gonna say it. I don't believe we need to spend more money on another attorney, a tax attorney or otherwise, and you'll be discussing this evening. So trustees, please look at that proposal very carefully and the scope and see that it is not, and you'll see that this is not needed. And so those are just some items I wanted to highlight and get on the record, and also let the board know, the whole board, that your work is appreciated. You too, Clark.
Okay. Any other public comment? Okay, any public comment online? Okay, and then there's always the online ability to create public comment, and we have 0 responses.
I think there was a late one.
There's another. Let's look. There's another, there's like 3 mayhem. Because of. And there's one. Sandra Patterson, we hear you discussing having West Suburban manage the Lisle Township Pantry. This is one of your most basic services and long-standing services offered as part of general assistance. It's not acceptable to outsource that if you hadn't had 100% turnover in the pantry or weren't paying 2 drivers $45,000 a year, but who are sitting in the food pantry. You would not pay Nick, who knew how to run the pantry, more than $35,000. Now, no one knows what they're doing at this point. Hopefully you will lay out your specific issues or problems before you get the board to agree to giving up control of the food pantry to West Suburban. From Sandra Patterson. Okay. Then moving on. Is there, we're moving to the discussion and possible action on the Lisle Township Decennial Committee on local government and efficient.
1 second. Diane, would you be able to forward me that so I have a record of it? Otherwise, I won't have a record of the online comment.
Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, then we're moving to the Lisle Township Decennial Committee and the resolution to number 2023-21. And as you can see here on the online version, it's not filled in. In person, we have, of course, Jeremiah Stevens and Jared Galloway that from the Lisle Township are being appointed. And here are their names spelled out.
Thank you. Was there a nomination committee or did we miss that?
So of course, it's the appointment, my choice and my selection, but we went online and we created a online form if anybody was interested. And we had 2 wonderful candidates that you, if you haven't met, you're about to meet. 2 people applied, and that was Jared Galloway and Jeremiah Stevens.
Oh, I'm not questioning your credibility. I just don't remember us ever even being aware of it. That's what I was asking.
Oh gosh, we've been talking about this for the Decennial Committee. There's been a variety of emails for the last year that we've been talking about it. There's been a few township officials of Illinois and metropolitan officials of Illinois classes that I'm sure some of you saw. And we've been, JB Pritzker passed this law. This is the first time that the park districts, the townships, the library boards all have to talk about efficiencies. It's really exciting, the things that we're going to be able to discuss at length and make sure that we're communicating all of these wonderful options and plans to the public.
Oh, no, it sounds great. I just, am I the only person who is confused by that?
I'm not familiar with the whole process, meaning that it's a new process either. I didn't.
I'm not familiar with the process, but I've seen the emails coming
I've
across for a
seen
really
the
long
emails,
time,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize the appointments were tonight. I thought we.
Okay,
So,
thank
So-
you.
I don't know the time.
Well, I know we have to meet as a group.
Yeah.
before the
Right.
10th of June, right?
Right,
Yes.
and so this is the only meeting before the 10th of June. That's a full township meeting that we had on our agenda. So at the last meeting, I had mentioned that this was coming up as well. So I know that days slip by sometimes, and next thing you know, it's
Yeah.
our wonderful Decennial Committee.
Got it. Thank you.
Out of curiosity, how many applications did we receive?
2.
Okay, that's convenient, perfect.
Was it posted on the township website?
On the website, on the Facebook. Mhm.
In fact, the definition you just had.
Yeah, sorry, working, so. Okay, thank you.
Mhm. So do we have a motion to approve?
So do we just, I make a motion to approve the Dycentennial Committee of Local Government?
Yes,
Is that
there's,
just a motion?
right, so there's, yes,
Second,
okay. And then discussion. One of the things I wanted to do is give Jeremiah and Jerry a chance to introduce themselves, if you just wanna, let everybody know who you are, what wonderful background you bring to this appointment.
Jerry Galloway, I've lived in Lisle Township for the last 10 years. I actually ran for the clerk's position for the township in 2017. And sadly, I lost, not by a whole lot, but I lost. And so in any case, before that, I was a pipe fitter. I'm retired now, obviously. And I ran work and I did estimating, I wrote reports, I did troubleshooting.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Jeremiah Steffen. I'm also a 10-year resident of the township. I also grew up here. And my family moved away for a short period of time, and then I brought my young family back. I'm a father of two. I'm married. I'm an attorney for the state. I work for the Illinois Department of Healthcare and Family Services for the General Counsel's Office. I'm familiar with statutes and ordinances, writing reports, doing efficiency exams, all that kind of thing. And I'm interested in being more involved in the community, which is why I applied.
Thank you, sir. Any more discussion? Okay, then roll call vote.
Could I ask before I take a roll call vote, exactly what was the motion?
Who is,
Want me to repeat it?
yes, please.
Please,
And to approve the Dycentennial Committee for Local Government. Efficiency Act 50 ILCS.
okay, it's not about adding these two members to it, it's just to approve.
So do you want me to rephrase that? So that
I
we're
I'm
just-
spec-
just asking you, sorry.
that was a committee as a whole. That's how it sounded to me,
It's
you know?
the resolution number 2023-21, and to approve in this specific case, Jerry Galloway and.
Okay, so I'll say it that way.
Thank you.
So I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 2023-021. Appointing Lisle Township resident Jeremiah Stebbins and Lisle Township resident Gary Galloway to the Dycentennial Committee.
Thank you, trustee Geist.
And I will second that.
Thank you,
The
trustee
second.
McGovern. And then we're going to we're past discussion, and so a roll call vote, please.
Perfect, thank you. Trustee Guys,
I don't think she heard you.
Yes.
trustee McGovern,
Yes.
trustee Page,
Yes.
trustee Robinson,
Yes.
supervisor Hewitt,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you. The motion passes. Then we're gonna go directly to the township highway district with their appointments.
I can't make a motion.
So
But I want to appoint Maurice Schrader to the team. And what I intend to do is, well, she talking about the motion thing, but what I intend to do is postpone everything until October. Because I send out a newsletter to all the unincorporated residents in September, telling them about the fall programs. I will ask for additional volunteers at that point in time, and we can supplement the number of people on the committee at that point in time. And by then I will have, there's a packet of information that I have to prepare for all committee. meetings. Pretty voluminous. But we want to make the best of this and see what we can get, and what the residents want, and if the trustees do. Because you make it so many committees meetings. Not. Don't we have to have the first committee meeting tonight?
That's
Right, you're gonna have that right after this is appointed.
Right.
Okay. So if you would make that motion to appoint
Okay,
Marty Shrale and Sharon Connell, it would be greatly
I'll
appreciated.
I'll make a motion for resolution number 2023-02022, appointing Lisle Township resident Sharon Connell and Lisle Township resident Marty Strail to the bicentennial committee.
Thank you, trustee Geist.
Second, McGovern.
Thank you, trustee McGovern. Any discussion? Okay, then a roll call vote.
Trustee Geist? I can't hear that.
Yes,
Sorry. Trustee McGovern,
Yes.
trustee Page,
Yes.
trustee Robinson,
Yes.
supervisor Hewitt.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to recess for the first meeting of the township year committees. And so I'm gonna pause this. And everybody, there's 2 links on the Zoom. And it's we're gonna start with the township and then we're gonna go to the road district. And these will be relatively quick. Okay.